Good morning, everybody. We have survived the night. It rained for a lot longer than we thought it was going to rain last night. We kept looking at the radar, and it was only supposed to rain up until like 10:30, 11:30 at the latest. And the rain did not stop until probably 2:30, 3 o'clock this morning. So there's a lot of tossing and turning, and it is pretty freaking chilly right now. So we're gonna get the fire going, make some breakfast. It is 7:42 in the morning, so a lot of tossing and turning, waking up to the sound of drizzling rain everywhere. And like I said, we're gonna start the fire and start the morning off right. We're gonna get some bacon and eggs, maybe even some mushrooms in our system,
because this is
and
America.
Warm up and kind of dry off and get ourselves set up for the day and get ready to rock and roll. So here we are. Alrighty, so it is now 9:22. We're in the process of cooking bacon and this apple sausage that I made not too long ago, actually like probably 3 or 4 months ago. And so that's what we're doing now. We had to work on the fire and split some wood, as you guys have seen already. And so that's what we're working on now. I'll show you this deliciousness. So this is the apple sausage here, and then got our bacon going. We're gonna go ahead and cook up some eggs in the bacon grease and have some breakfast, and then we're gonna get started on our tasks for the day. Perfect. So,
Slept on my neck, Ron?
I think we both did. With this apple sausage that I made, so I used just straight up pork. I think I got like pork shoulder or something and cleaned it up into chunks. Ground it all up, and then went to Walton's and got, I can't even remember. I think it was like a apple flavor, like an apple seasoning or some sort of apple spice flavoring that they had for pork sausage. And then took my 20-pound meat mixer, mixed that all together, and added chunky applesauce in the mix. And so it gives it like it's almost kind of like a cinnamony sweet, not really cinnamon, but like a sweet flavor, and then you get bits of apple in there. Delicious. So I'll make a video on actually how to make that later, but for now, just give you a little idea of what's in this pork sausage that I made. Made it myself.
Bacon. Made myself too.
Okay, made in America. You gotta make sure you get the old cup of orange juice. It just doesn't get much better than this, does it?
Not really.
I can't help it. Sorry. Doing it.
I know.
To get me old.
I've been resisting.
Right over a campfire.
Yeah, I've been resisting.
It's so good. Try not to eat all the bacon before we get the eggs. It'll be a sad day.
Oh my gosh.
It's so good. It's like it's different. It's like it's different over a campfire, you know? So we're back. It is now 11:43. We're gonna fish this pond behind us over here. We were fishing it yesterday and caught several fish, and so we're gonna try it again today and see if we can't catch bigger bass out of here. We caught some little sunfish, but like decent sized sunfish, but we're just out here having a good time. So that's what we're gonna do now before we head over to the spot we're gonna do some hunting at here in probably an hour or so, give or take some. And we'll see you guys here on the GoPro. Alrighty, so we're down here by the pond fishing, and Todd's already caught what, 2 fish? One fish? Almost 2. He's got a bite. He's had several bites already, which is freaking awesome. And this water is damn near clear. So he's fishing with a little white swim shad, and I am fishing with a chatterbait. I figured since it's so clear, I would try and fish a bait that I've never caught a fish on before. Ooh, and I got one. I think, yep, I got one. That's the first, yeah, that's awesome. The first fish I've ever caught on a chatterbait. And these farm pond, I can't find my words. These farm pond fish are feisty. Yep. Let's do this. That was a weird.
First cast?
Who, me? Yeah. It's gonna be a good day, Tater. If I can get this hook out of this fish's mouth, be even better. Nice little fish. Yeah. Nice fish. We're gonna go ahead and put him back. The bite on that chatterbait was so weird. It hooked up over here. Todd is over here, touching the top of his head. Look at that. That bite on this chatterbait was weird. It wasn't like fishing a Senko or anything. It was just like a real subtle, excuse me, like subtle. It was just like weight, almost like if you were, excuse me, I keep burping. Almost like you were, like you hit a log and you stuck your hook into a log. What? Yeah. Yeah. And it was just like, it got heavy. And all I'm doing is just burning it. I'm not really like pumping it. I've seen people pump it. It's a bluegill color. I'll show you here in a second. There's another one. Second cast, 2 fish. We're at 100%, boys. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, it's just like spongy, you know? It's just weird. The bite on these chatterbaits. Another good fish. It actually might be the same one. It's hard to tell though. But anyway. So this is the bait. I'll show you guys real quick. Oops. This is the bait that I'm using. This right here. It's just a little bluegill chatterbait, and I have a little trailer that I attached to it, a bluegill trailer that I actually cut down. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not, but there's a straight line and I cut it. It was actually a big swim bait, I think a big 5-inch swim bait, and I just cut the little tail end of it off and put that on there as a trailer. And that thing, that chatterbait, wobbles side to side and the tail flickers and it looks like a little small fish, like a little bluegill. And bass, if you guys don't know, especially around the time they spawn, they don't like bluegill because bluegill will actually eat the bass fry. And so bluegill, or the bass, will actually chase the bluegill down and eat the bluegill, or try and chase them away from the bass fry. So if you're ever like in clear water, usually in clear water, I've never had success in this with like muddy water, but in clear water like this, they can see that, and it definitely creates a lot of movement and noise. Hooked up. Isn't it cool that you can see it? I can see it from over here. Big one? Here's Todd's fish right here. Look at this.
Here, I'm not gonna check out my fish.
Oh yeah. Do the old like right next to your face. Yeah.
Bad looking fish.
Yeah, good one. Let them grow. They're all healthy too, which is nice. It's good. Todd is way over here in this corner, back here, trying already, which usually is a good thing because we catch a bunch of fish over here. Just right, I don't know if it's just the time. We caught several fish right off the get-go from back to back. But like I said, I was fishing that stick bait. I switched back to what we were using yesterday when we came out here. The little jig head, little white and orange, white and red jig head. I'm switching up the color to this little gold. It's like translucent, like black and silver and gold flake, copper colored flake, and a gold tail. Since the water is so clear, I figured we'll try this one. I've never caught a fish on this color, so I figured, like I said, we're trying all kinds of different stuff, trying colors, seeing what works and what doesn't. Todd hooked up over there finally. It's a good sound when you just hear a bunch of sloshing and splashing. Got one. Yeah, buddy. Oh, it came off. Nope, it's still on. Heck yeah, I got it.
You get one?
Yep.
Todd got one.
Yep. Todd got one over there. Got it. Just a little one. Just a little bass. Get my hook out of the way here. Show you. Tripping all over my camera. Look at that. Not the biggest fish. Don't let the GoPro fool you. It's probably 10, 11 inch fish. Maybe 10 inch fish. Still small fish. Still good fish though. We're gonna let it go here. See if we can get some footage of that. Up in smoke. Not really. It's still a good one. So that color produced. Todd got one, I got one. I'm gonna have to switch batteries and start charging batteries here in a second. Hey, you wanna work your way back this way?
I'm working my way.
We've been out here for about an hour. There's another one. We've been out here for an hour. We can go move. There's another little one. Nice little fish. Again, not the biggest fish in the world, but we'll take it. They're fun to catch. All right, we'll see ya. Todd and I have reached the second pond that we're gonna fish, but we've both decided, as you can see, Todd over here, in all of his glory, is in camo. We're gonna go pursue some turkeys. So we're gonna try a little bit of a different technique. I'm gonna go do some, I have a crow call, so I'm gonna rip the crow call and try and see if we can get any gobbles, as well as a barred owl call that I have. So we're gonna try those two techniques and see if we can't get them to make some noise so we can kind of figure out where they're at. It's just gonna help us locate the turkeys so we're not just walking through here blindly. And then hopefully I've got a decoy that we can put out when we start hearing them and maybe try and call them into us. Just hook up in here. All right. So I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but Okie dokie, everybody. So we are back at the mule. Todd shot a squirrel. We weren't just coming out here to hunt turkey, but we were coming out here to do, try and get a turkey, shoot some rabbits and squirrels if we could see them. We saw like 4 squirrels, shot one of them and I missed the other one. I missed the one that I had the opportunity of shooting. I will say, I don't know how much of the video you guys will see because my GoPro died. We were trying to get a turkey to shot gobble to a crow call, and it happened like 4 times. And the turkey, like the second or third time, got closer and closer to us, but we could never get it, which was really cool. So we set up a decoy and tried to do a little bit of turkey calling, let out some turkey calls, and got it to gobble a couple more times while we were out there. All right, guys, it is 10:07 at night. We actually, so a lot happened today. We ended up going and trying to get a turkey to shot gobble at us, and we were successful in that area. I was using a crow call, something I had seen on some other hunting channels that I was like, they said, grab a crow call and blast it as loud as you can, and you usually, if you're in an area where there's a turkey and they hear it, they'll shot gobble. And so we were kind of walking through the woods and ended up getting a turkey to shot gobble at us, and it was pretty cool. So we decided to throw the decoy up and sit down in some trees and see if we couldn't get it to come in. Tried to throw some turkey calls out and were unsuccessful. So now we're back at camp. We've got our fire going, and we are going to have deer heart tacos. And is that all we're making? Deer heart tacos? Yeah, deer heart tacos. More like, I say tacos, they're gonna be like kind of fajitas. So we've got onions and bell peppers and I think 4 or 5 deer hearts all together. So we're gonna get those cut up and cooking. We're hot. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and cut the onion up in no real particular fashion. Try not to slice off my finger. Be careful, bell peppers are spicy.
No, they're not.
I'm just kidding. Don't listen to me. They're not spicy. So we got a green bell pepper and a red bell pepper. And I think the red bell pepper is supposed to be sweet.
They are.
And like I said, if you're cooking over a campfire, it doesn't have to look pretty because it's going to taste delicious. Hopefully. And then we're going to clean up the deer hearts a little bit and cut them into slices as well. Like I said, take the center, chuck it out. You don't need it. Unless you want to eat the center. I've never met a person who eats the center of these things.
Watch out, the red ones are crazy hot.
Are they really?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Don't rub your eyes.
Do try not to cut my finger off. Usually it's notorious. When we're in this area, Todd and I usually cut ourselves.
At one point or another.
Todd stabbed me the last time we were here. I told him I'd I'd forgive him for it, but you know what? I'm not over it. Frankly, I'm not over it. Alright, that's it. We're done. We're going to cut the deer hearts up, and we'll be back. And there's our veggies cooking. Got onions, red bell pepper, and green bell pepper in there. And I'll show you the hearts. We cut them all up already. So I used McCormick taco seasoning for the hearts, and this like achoti. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but it's like a seasoning. And it gives it's got some flavor to it, but it really gives it like a darker color, like an orangey color. And use that. It smells delicious. I wish you guys could be here, because you guys would be like, holy crap. You'd be starving. You'd be like, it'd trigger your hunger. So that's what we're doing now. We're gonna get the skillet hot and start throwing on the heart and sizzling it up. It doesn't take long to cook deer heart. It's kind of like tenderloins, or like if you cook beef, it'd be like deer, God, if you cook beef, it would be like a ribeye or a Casey strip. It's not something that you want to cook all the way through. It's a sin. That smells so good. Here we go.
That's it. We got some onion. Tortillas.
Shut my light off. Alrighty, so it is all done. We're getting tortillas out. I said they're more like they're tacos, like street tacos probably, but it's more like fajitas, to be honest. You know, with everything that we just did. Like, it's not really a taco. We season it with taco season.
I would say they're more fajita style.
With the onions and bell peppers, and then the way we cut the meat into strips. More like a fajita. Okay, so I'm gonna do one at a time. We're gonna come over here, and we're gonna grab some deer heart, freshly cooked. What's really cool, what I think is really cool about this, is that Todd and I both shot these deer out here at the farm, and we're now back here again and eating the meat that we shot out here. This ain't store-bought. We need napkins. Where's the napkins?
Oh, I want to cuss.
No,
I want to cuss.
All right, so we threw some meat, some veggies on there. We're gonna top it off with some cheese.
I'm gonna cuss.
A little bit of salsa. Okay, we're gonna start. Beep. Action. All right, so we took the meat, put the meat on there, added the veggies, the bell pepper, onion, and topped it with cheese. And we're gonna have some salsa. You wanna grab a spoon over there? So we're gonna top it off with some salsa. Use whatever salsa of choice you choose.
I don't want salsa.
No salsa for Todd.
No salsa for me.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna shut this light off, and we are going to eat. There's nothing like, dude, this thing is it's a big taco. And there you have it, folks.
Alright, here we go.
Man,
I'm gonna cuss.
it's so good.
I'm gonna cuss.
All the flavors together, the onions and bell peppers, it's like, dude, that is delicious. If you guys don't have deer heart, definitely use whatever, use whatever beef, chicken you have available. Look up a recipe. Like I said, we originally were going to say tacos, but this is not really a taco. It's a fajita.
I wouldn't even say it's got the texture of liver.
Try a piece by itself.
I did.
Yeah,
tell
the viewers.
I don't know. It doesn't have a liver texture because I don't like liver, but I like this.
It's almost like a really, really lean, tender piece of beef.
Yeah.
Not a very fatty piece. There's no fat to it.
No.
But it's kind of...
I would almost compare it to... Like, it's pretty... like, to me, it almost seems like a backstrap type.
Yeah.
Like, texture.
It's really hard to explain what this tastes like because there's nothing that really compares to it. We're going to finish the night off enjoying this awesome fire, the great outdoors. I hope you guys get a chance to get out in the outdoors and experience some of what we get to experience quite frequently. And we will see you guys tomorrow morning. Good morning, wherever you are. Hope you're having a great morning. We are getting a little bit of a late start, not terrible. We stayed up way too late last night, mainly because we didn't cook dinner until probably 10:30, 11. Sat down and ate, and then by the time we got done, we realized it was like 12, 10. And so we were like, well, we got bored. Well, not really bored. We were like, this pond behind us over here was just glassy. It was calm. There was no wind. It was beautiful last night. So we decided to throw a line out and see if we could catch any fish in the dark, which was unsuccessful, but it was still fun. And then by the time it was probably, what, 12:30, 12:40, we're like, we better get to bed. We got an early morning, and both of us we're tossing and turning and kind of waking up and trying to fall back asleep. and my head was thumping because of the lack of food and water and everything that we did yesterday. But we are going to make breakfast. We're packing up the tent right now. Everything's cleaned out of the tent for the most part. We're getting ready to make some breakfast, pack the truck up, and then we've got one more task to do before we actually head out. We're gonna go put Todd's stand up, and then we are gonna hit the road. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'm not gonna bore you with all the packing and everything else that's gonna happen because it's not that exciting. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. We had a great time out here just enjoying nature, and I hope you guys liked the video. If you guys did, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get updates on when I post new videos. And definitely consider sharing with your friends and family if you think they might like this stuff. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one.